Hey, what's going on? Veloz Running coming at you with episode 12. And this week we're at another race. We were at the Blue Santa 5 miler. Hey, what's up? Matthew and Rosie here. Thank you so much for joining us. And if you're joining us for the very first time, welcome to Veloz Running, where we talk about all things running. And if you could do us a favor, please hit that subscribe button, the like button, and the share button. We sure would appreciate it. But here we are again, another week, another race. This week we're at the Blue Santa's Dam 5 miler and 5K. And the reason it's called the Dam 5 miler and 5K is because it is right next to the 5 Mile Dam. There's a Blanco River that runs right by that field we were at. And there's a dam there. It's called the 5 Mile Dam. So they call this the Dam 5 miler and 5K. So we were able to go and hang out there. It's Rosie's second race since her stroke. For those of you that may not know what's going on, I encourage you to go back and check out our videos where we have a video which talks about all that happened to her just briefly. She was training for a marathon, her first marathon, and had a stroke. Life changed. She's in rehab now. She's doing much better. And this race is actually exactly 2 months since her stroke, and we're at another race. So pretty cool. And this is a unique race because as most of y'all know, most races are 5Ks, but this one they throw in a 5 miler, and I'm still training for the marathon. My wife obviously her training is a little different. She's in a full-time rehab right now, and she has just started. Actually, she's been at it for a couple of weeks, but it's every day, 5 days a week, and it's all day. I drop her off early in the morning, I go to work, and then I go back and pick her up in the afternoon. And it's pretty intense. It's all day. They work her out from head to toe, inside and out, and they do all kinds of things, getting her ready so that she can come back soon. First of all, just back to her normal life, which is pretty much there. We're almost there. It's just slower. That's all it is. But we're doing really good. She's doing really well. But eventually to go back and start running again and getting back involved. But I still got to keep training. We are about probably I think I last counted probably around 10 weeks from the marathon, and so I had to really get back in there. I got some long run videos coming up from my training. But I thought this would be a good idea. First of all, this race is to support the local police department. The last race we ran supported the fire department. Now it's the police department, and so we always want to be a part of those. Again, Miss Jennifer Crosby, For the Love of Go. I got off the couch.com. Y'all need to check that out and support the cause and join in on all the races. Those are some of the funnest races that's out there. And I thought, well, that's a pretty good little tempo run there, 5 miles. It's really flat. They had a 5K and then they had a 5 miler. So I joined the 5 miler so that I could, I was actually scheduled to do 10 miles that day, but it was either 10 miles slow or 5 miles fast. So I decided to do that. And I went there without much expectation. I haven't been able to train as much as I wanted to, obviously with all this that's going on. One thing that was really nice is that morning we got up getting ready. The last race we had was the Beat the Heat 5K, and it was really hot and humid. The weather was nasty that morning, and it was really rough to run that one. But this one we got up and it was 64 degrees that morning, and so it was chilly. We've been running in 100-degree weather for a long time, and now we got out there. It was nice and cool. I had to wear my long sleeve, and I know people, if you're anybody from the north watching, you're probably laughing at us. But for us down here in Texas, it was cold. It was cold, but it was perfect. It was perfect weather because once you got warmed up, it was just fine, and it made the race a lot easier, especially the 5 miler. But this is also Rosie's second race back from her stroke, and just to be again one of those things, just to be back involved with the running community and having her back out there, and we had a really good time. So check this out. Hey, what's going on? It is early in the morning on Saturday. We are here at the Blue Santa Dam 5 miler. It's called the Dam 5 miler because there's a dam right over there. I don't know why it's called 5 Mile Dam, but it's called 5 Mile Dam, and this is the Dam 5 miler. There's a 5K, a 5 miler, and we got up at 5 o'clock. So there's a lot of 5s, but I'm going to do the 5 miler. I usually do the 5K, but today I'm doing the 5 miler because I'm still training for the marathon. So I figured that'd be a great tempo run. But it's early. Let me see if y'all can see out there. We got here a little early and we're getting ready. This is Rosie's second race after rehab. Well, she's still in rehab, but after the hospital stay. She's not running today, but she's here to support. So we're at it again. We're still going strong. I need to go get my bib and start getting ready. Start warming up. So here we go. It's Blue Santa Dam 5 miler. All right, we just got our packet. My packet, 2004. I think I'm the last person that registered for this race, according to this. But here we go. It's the Blue Santa, so we got Santa hats. Get to wear this. It is actually 64 degrees, probably 65 degrees right now, and it's cold. I dropped y'all. It is 64 degrees right now, so the weather's perfect, except it's cold. I'm used to running in 100-degree weather in the afternoons, and we have a cool front that came in, so it's 64 degrees, so it's perfect. 5 miler. We're gonna go warm up right now in a minute. You see, I got my long sleeves. I should have brought my hoodie, but you northern people probably think this is hot, but it's not hot for me. It's cold. So, but we're getting ready and getting my number on. All right, heading up for the warm-up. Like I said, it is a surprisingly cool morning for us. 64 degrees when I left the house. You can see this is why it's called 5 Mile Dam. There's supposed to be water down there, but there's not. But when there is, there's a dam over there. All right, question for today. When you run a race, let's say you run a 5K. In this case, it's a 5 miler. It's a one of those rare races, but mostly 5Ks, 10Ks. The question is, how far do you run to warm up? How long or how far? How long in time? 10 minutes, 20 minutes? Or how much mileage do you put in to warm up? I try to do at least a mile, then some straightaways. Obviously I stretch out, but I try to put in at least a mile. So how long do you run? How far do you run to warm up for a race? So I'm getting me some last minute performance enhancing love, and time to get into the chute.
Calling all runners into the chute, please. Calling all runners.
So here we go. As you can see, it's a pretty good crowd. Not a big crowd, but it was a pretty good turnout. 5Kers and 5 milers. And then one last check-in with Rosie Posey Pudding Pie. And then ready? It's time to race.
All right, on your mark. Get set, go.
And here we go. This Blue Santa's Dam 5 miler and 5K, and we're off. And as usual, the 5Kers, the lead 5Kers have taken off. They're way up in front. I'm trying to pace myself. And I know at the split, we're going to divide. Here's the split. The 5Kers went straight. We turn right. So all of a sudden, I'm in second place, and I'm chasing this one guy who's ahead of me. You can see him there to the right. And I just decided to see if I could catch him slowly. We had 5 miles to go. At this point, this is mile 2 right here. And then at mile 3, I finally caught up to him and just kind of stayed with him for about 1.5 miles. With about 500 meters to go, maybe about half a mile, I decided I was going to take off, and that's where I took off. I apologize for the string on my shorts. I have the GoPro on my hip, and the string for my shorts is flapping in the wind. Then I saw these 5Kers up front, and I started using them as kind of just something to chase. And I just thought, let me see if I can catch the one in the front, just to help me get through this. I was pretty tired here, and I was trying to kick it in, and so I used these guys on the right to help me. And so I just kicked it in, and then finally got this last guy in, and then finished. There it is, the finish line, and I kind of just kicked the last 50 meters in, and it was done. I was glad it was done. It was long. And there's Rosie Posey waiting for me at the finish line. That is the best part of the whole race. My son there on the right, he's standing there taking care of mom.
Would not be able to do that without our volunteers.
All right, we did it. Second race of the year.
For you, make sure you say thank you so much for.
We got some runners coming in. Just trying to get Rosie to do her little walk, get her legs moving, exercise. 5-miler is done.
Put our hands together and welcome them back.
And it's a beautiful day. Here comes a runner coming in.
On the course, and then again we'll go
But
directly
how'd you
to
feel
awards.
for a 5-miler?
November
How was it?
9th is the
It was hard, but it was good.
Way to go, way to go.
Good job, good job.
Excuse me.
There's a guy I was chasing all the whole race. He wouldn't let me
Breathing
go by.
down my neck.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hello. Gotta have a word from the director. What's the word for the day? What's the word for the day?
The word for the day is beautiful.
Yeah. Beautiful out
It is
here.
so beautiful out here. Yes. Beautiful.
I love it.
Cool.
All right, our overall male, Matthew Veloz. Veloz running. Congratulations.
Here you go, Matthew.
All right, we just finished the Blue Santa 5K and 5-miler, and it was a good run. It was nice and cool. A lot of people out here supporting the police department, and I was fortunate enough. It was first couple of miles were rough, but I kind of got my second wind and had a guy that was pulling me through and I was chasing him, and then towards the end there I was able to pull away and get overall first place, and I PR'd by around 30 seconds. I think I PR'd. Just broke 35. I ran a 34:59, so that's my PR. That's not fast. I know it's not fast, but it's fast for me. It was better than I expected, so it was cool. How did you do today?
I did great.
You did great. Cheering and out here. We're just happy to be out here and be part of all this again and having a good time. So it was a good day, good start to Saturday weekend. Now let's go eat and watch some football. All right, well there it is, the Blue Santa Dam 5-miler and 5K. We had a really good time. Weather was perfect, but the other thing that was really cool, and again, based on what we're all going through, was that Rosie, this is your second race?
Yes.
This is her second race out there, and very, you know what, I don't know if you noticed it, there was not much video on it, but a very huge difference from her first race to this race 2 weeks later. She's made some huge progress in how she's moving around and walking around. Before I was actually having to just make sure I'm with her, or you actually had a cane. In your first race, she was walking with a cane. If I wasn't with her with a cane, and now she's walking around slowly, but she's walking around by herself, and I was able to leave her there and run the race and come back, and she was doing well. But that's another race in the books for us, and we're excited just to be a part of it again, and part of the whole running community, part of the racing environment. And again, soon she'll be running, or actually walking. We'll start with the walking. How about that? And she's actually doing a lot of walking, a lot more walking now. We besides her walking in her, they get you on the bike too, right?
The Rehab knows my goals.
Yeah.
And I'm walking a lot.
Yeah.
A lot more.
Yeah, the Rehab knows that she wants to finish this marathon that she's signed up for, that she was training for. So they're actually like specifically doing work. Obviously doing specifics for a lot of other things too, but they know what her goal is, and so they put her on the treadmill, they put her on her bike.
I might not be able to do the marathon, but I'm working towards it.
Yeah, towards it. And she's so much. I tell you what, let me tell you something. We might not be where we want to be, but we're certainly not where we used to be. We are come a long. She's come a long way in just 2 months, and thank God for that. We just give God the glory for that. But all this is just part of that training to get back to marathon. And here soon, I just know we're gonna walk that race a lot sooner probably than we think, because she's already walking. How much did you walk on that treadmill? Did you say you walked for how long? Was it 30 minutes?
30 minutes.
I think she walked. I think they had her walk
did
for.
the bike 45 minutes.
She did the bike for 45 minutes, stationary bike for 45 minutes, and she walked on the treadmill for 30 minutes. So she's getting there. We're getting a lot closer. So again, thank you so much for joining us. And if you can, please hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and share. Connect with us. We'll connect with you, and let's run together. Thank you so much, and be blessed.